Tonight, Razor Gang, everyone including the sick and the elderly facing hip pocket pain with a $70 billion budget battering.
Everyone has to make a contribution to repair the deficit.
Destructive trail, hoons cause mayhem in Wembley during a suspected drag race that ended with a vehicle crashing into a backyard. Drug bust, tens of millions of dollars worth seized in raids across 3 states, including WA. And a big shark stalks a young whale off Perth.
This is 10 Eyewitness News with Norelda Jacobs.
Hello and welcome. First, pre-budget anxiety has blown into near panic tonight after the government's own Razor Gang recommended Tony Abbott squeeze every last penny out of the elderly, the poor and the sick. It's also put a target on struggling families and students and is political dynamite in a pre-budget atmosphere that's already spinning with fear. Ursula Hager joins us now from Canberra. And Ursula, will Tony Abbott do any of this?
Well, Norelda, this is the best indication we've had yet on where the Treasurer is looking to go on budget day, and it certainly makes for some fairly sobering reading. It recommends cuts to just about every area of government spending to save between $60 and $70 billion a year within 10 years. The political cost of some of these cuts, though, might just be too much to bear for this government.
A blunt assessment of Australia's finances to justify a massive assault on government spending.
We haven't got enough money to do everything we're doing at the moment.
The Commission of Audit proposing drastic cuts to health, welfare, education and pensions to get the budget into surplus in a decade.
What this report proves is that we have inherited a mess.
And it makes for some eye-watering reading. Medicare scrapped for high and middle incomes, a $15 upfront fee for visits to the doctor, and medicines up $5.
Every man, woman and child in Australia goes to the doctor average 11 times per year, and I just don't think we're that crook.
There are a number of recommendations that would be described as courageous.
Especially courageous, the proposals for pensioners. The report wants the pension age lifted to 70 by 2053. Pension increases slowed and means testing to include the family home.
We'll have something to say about the age pension in the budget, but nothing will compromise our commitment not to change the age pension over the term of this government.
Family payments also in the firing line, including cuts to the massive Family Tax Benefit A and scrapping Part B when children reach 8. University students would also be hit, fees would soar and loans would have to be paid back sooner. And if the Commission gets its way, Australia Post, the NBN, even the Mint would be sold and whole sectors handed over to the states, including gutting the Federal Education Department.
Give us a sense of the scale.
I have no idea.
How many of these recommendations do you think the government would be seeking?
We'll need to wait for the budget.
Just how courageous Mr Hockey plans to be will be revealed in 12 days.
I'll be back with the Treasurer.
Now, Norelda, this report specifically focused on government spending and where could be cut. We are still waiting for a wide-ranging review into taxation to come, and of course we could still see that debt levy in this year's budget.
Thanks, Ursula. Suspected street racers have left a trail of destruction with a ute smashing into a Wembley house. Rebecca Munro reports the home's shocked owner says it's lucky no one was killed.
A high-speed crash, Grantham Street, Wembley, about 1 o'clock this morning. Police are investigating reports this V8 ute had been street racing moments before smashing through the property's fence. It's understood the ute and a silver sedan were speeding along Grantham Street when they collided with a Toyota hatchback, the innocent driver escaping unharmed.
The ute went through a bus stop and then into the back garden of this Wembley home. Luckily, it's unoccupied, so no one was at home at the time.
Tyre marks visible more than 50 metres away from where the ute ended up.
Anybody been in the garden, what would have happened? You know, there have been fatalities.
The home's owner, Stuart Miller, left to pick up the pieces. He was planning to move into the property in the next few days.
I'm just doing work after the tenants moved out and about to move in, so it's a bit of a setback.
The suspected hoon drivers fled the scene, stripping the number plates from one of the cars. Investigations are continuing. At this stage, no charges have been laid.
If people drive sensibly, it shouldn't happen, but you can't account for idiots.
Rebecca Munro, 10 Eyewitness News.
Tens of millions of dollars worth of drugs are off the streets after raids across 3 Australian states. As Daniel Donnelly reports, police were tipped off after the discovery of a suspicious package bound for Perth.
50 kilograms of methamphetamine, 15 kilos of tablets and 30 kilos of ephedrine and pseudoephedrine. All up 100 kilos, part of a national drug trafficking syndicate. The discovery was made by federal police, along with $2.5 million in cash.
We will spare no energy and no resources to combat this drug issue, and this is a very positive sign.
The investigation began when AFP officers found a suspicious package heading from Sydney to Perth. It led officers to the car park of the Fraser Suites Hotel in the city, where an alleged drug trafficker was taken into custody. It's alleged the 41-year-old Gold Coast man travelled to Perth on Sunday to receive a package that contained 12.5 kilograms of methamphetamine. But what he didn't know was that AFP officers had already discovered the package and seized the drugs, and had in fact replaced it with a substitute. His arrest prompted a series of raids across 3 Australian states. The sting targeted 4 locations in New South Wales, 3 in Perth and 2 on the Gold Coast. The local raids included a CBD apartment and homes in Hope Valley and Wattleup.
But to move substances and cash across borders demonstrates quite what I would call a mid-range sophistication.
A 41-year-old Gold Coast man and 35-year-old man from Sydney have been charged with attempting to traffic commercial quantities of drugs and face a maximum penalty of life in prison. Daniel Donnelly, 10 Eyewitness News.
In another local drug seizure, police have uncovered a massive haul of marijuana. More than 18 kilograms of the drug were found during a raid on a Swanview property. Police say the drugs are high grade in quality. More than $67,000 in cash was also found at the home. A 34-year-old man's been charged with intent to sell and supply. Another man who went to the property during the search has been charged with possession of MDMA with intent to sell and supply. Major Crime Squad detectives are investigating the discovery of a woman's body in bushland in Derby. The 47-year-old was found near Panton Street just before midnight. She was taken to Derby Hospital, but doctors were unable to save her. A 50-year-old man is assisting police with the investigation. A giant great white shark stalking a sick whale has forced the closure of several Perth beaches. It comes just a day after the controversial drum lines were removed. Claire Grantham reports.
A young humpback whale swims 50 metres from shore. Not far behind lurks a 4-metre great white. The 10 Eyewitness News helicopter first spotted the pair off Swanboard Beach this morning and alerted authorities. The 6-metre whale is swimming north along the coast, followed by the shark, forcing the closure of several popular beaches.
The whale was really big, it was a really big whale, and the shark, as it just sort of like put its fin up.
Surf lifesavers warned swimmers to get out of the water, while the Westpac helicopter patrolled from above.
To have whales and sharks within 50 to 75 metres of the beach, and at the sizes we've indicated, yeah, it's pretty unusual.
The great white sighting comes just a day after the controversial drum lines used to catch and kill big sharks were pulled from the water.
It just shows you that they help. It's so scary.
30,000 whales migrate north around this time of year. Wildlife officers believe this humpback is sick.
Quite often, especially humpbacks, tend to hug the coast in shallow water so they can't be ambushed from below. So I'd suggest it's probably a survival strategy.
Experts say this is the 3rd young humpback whale to be spotted in a poor condition off our WA coast in just 2 weeks.
The whale is still making its way up the coast. Officers will monitor its condition, while swimmers are warned to stay cautious. Claire Grantham, 10 Eyewitness News.
Coming up in 10 Eyewitness News, Tim Gossage will join us with sport with the latest on the Western Derby. Plus, Cop attack, an officer stabbed in the line of duty. And charge him. Calls for Troy Buswell to be prosecuted for alleged drink driving.
It's the deadly chemical hiding inside everyday plastics, harmful to unborn babies and infants. Banned in many other countries, why is our government turning a blind eye? So what is BPA and what products contain it? Tonight on The Project, 6:30.
Until we can implement the new procedures. There's many reasons for that.
In times of need, people turn to Leanne O'Day for their understanding and support for everyone in the family. Leanne O'Day, the female funeral company.
Awesome new phone meets double data. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S5 on a $60 plan. That's a huge 3 gigabytes on Vodafone's lightning-fast 4G network. Live more internet. Vodafone.
With the Dyson Digital Motor V6, 2-tier radial cyclones, and a motorised cleaner head, the new Dyson Digital Slim Vacuum sucks up as much dust as even a corded vacuum.
Marie! See this? I wish I'd thought of that. Claire, come here.
I wish I'd thought of that.
People, gather round. This is Beamly. Follow and interact with your favourite TV shows and stars. Connect with awesome people. It's a social network for TV, Bob.
Get more from the TV you love. Beamly. Download free.
Thanks to our loyal customers, Apia has been voted Best General Insurance Brand in the Smart Investor Awards for Excellence. If you're over 50, call us for a chat and find out how Apia Car and Home Insurance rewards your experience.
I like it, but...
The Snooze Bed Builder lets you choose from a range of headboards, fabric options and bases to customise and create your dream bed.
I love it.
It's amazing what a little snooze can do.
Grooming certain areas can be a problem. Razor blades can cut you, and there are places scissors definitely don't belong. Introducing Finishing Touch Diamond for her and Micro Touch Max for him. Precision grooming that gets as close as a blade, yet safe for those more delicate areas. The sleek design gives you perfect control. Ear hair, away. Nose hair, no more. Sideburns, just look at this guy. Moustache and bushy beard, neat and clean and even. Trim a little or remove it all. Micro Touch Max and Finishing Touch Diamond available at these leading retailers.
This is Nick.
Maybe 9 or 10, I made my first cake.
What Nick can do with desserts is absolutely out of this world.
So impressed.
I think it's amazing.
Yum.
Get ready to meet MasterChef's best home cooks ever. 7:30 Monday.
A police officer has been stabbed during a routine call-out in Perth. The 22-year-old officer was responding to reports of a woman acting erratically on Morley Drive just before 11 last night. Police say she threatened him with a knife and stabbed him in the chest during a struggle. He underwent surgery this morning and is recovering in Royal Perth Hospital in a stable condition. A 20-year-old woman is undergoing a medical assessment. Police have released security vision in their hunt for a copycat bandit who set fire to a shopping centre ATM. Silvana Sikorsky reports the man tried to use a gas bottle to blow up the cash machine, dangerously close to a shop owner just metres away.
Security vision captures the moment an ATM turns into a fireball. Watch closely as a man places a gas cylinder next to the machine and douses the area in petrol. Then 2 minutes later, the machine explodes.
And I could see the flames shooting out to about where the sign is. That's how far the flames were shooting out.
It happened at the Halls Head shopping centre late last month. A local business owner who doesn't want to be identified was only metres away at the time of the attack. He said if the gas cylinder had exploded, he could have been killed.
Pretty concerned, yeah. Well, if it had blown up, if they were standing, 10, 15 metres away, that might have hit them as well.
And someone could get seriously hurt, someone could get killed. So yeah, we take them very seriously.
As you can see, ATM attacks cause a lot of damage, but police say most offenders walk away with nothing.
Detectives have released this CCTV footage of a man entering a nearby service station, who they say can assist with their investigation. Police don't believe the incident is linked to the 15 ATM blasts across Perth between October and December, and have labelled it a copycat attack.
They're extremely dangerous types of attacks. For basically limited reward.
In addition to the $70,000 damage caused by the blast, surrounding businesses were also impacted.
The girls from Baker's Delight had to shut the shop because the bread was burnt.
Police are offering a reward of up to $250,000 to catch the wanted man. Anyone with information should contact Crime Stoppers. Silvana Sikoski, 10 Eyewitness News.
A Bedford man who sent racially abusive tweets to Eagle star Nick Natanui will plead guilty to using the social media site to harass or cause offence. Vin Nguyen was charged after he sent the slurs to the footballer about his skin colour in March. The 38-year-old's lawyer today told a magistrate he intends to plead guilty to 3 counts and asked for the matter to be referred to the Intellectual Disability Court.
Did you want to apologise at all, Mr Nguyen?
Not at this stage, everyone. Let the court deal with it and then we'll be able to say something.
Mr Nguyen will front court again in a fortnight. Troy Buswell can still be charged with drink driving even though no blood alcohol reading was taken after his post-wedding rampage. Alicia Banner explains why.
The opposition says all the evidence is there. Troy Buswell pleaded guilty to careless driving after smashing into 4 cars and a Telstra pole. It happened on his drive home from a wedding where even the Premier conceded Mr Buswell had been drinking. And perhaps the most damning of all, this witness called to police in the early hours of the 23rd of February.
He backed up the whole front end of his car and he was swerving all over Roberts Road. The bloke was dialed up to the nines and clearly couldn't stand on his own 2 feet.
Despite the police commissioner's claims there was no chance of a drink driving charge.
Because you simply don't have blood alcohol readings.
Under the Road Traffic Act, it is possible to secure a conviction without any blood alcohol measurement. The opposition says Mr Buswell must come clean.
He's got the right to remain silent as a private right. He's got an obligation as a senior parliamentarian to be candid and truthful with the police investigation.
Despite the mounting calls, Mr Buswell is still refusing to be interviewed about the incident, even though he is well enough to return to full-time work as the member for VAS. But the Premier is standing by his colleague.
He has not been charged of drink driving. That's a matter for the police, and it would be inappropriate, it would be wrong for me to interfere in the justice process.
A spokesperson for the Commissioner says the matter was dealt with according to independent legal advice. Alicia Banner, 10 Eyewitness News.
Almost 7,000 cattle have been stuck on board a broken-down live export ship off Rottnest for several days. Wellard Rural Exports Ocean Outback left Fremantle last Friday full of livestock bound for Israel, but one of the vessel's 2 engines stopped running. The ship's been in limbo while the company sought a permit to export the cattle to Vietnam instead and is still circling waters near Rottnest.
The vessel is fully licensed to sail with either 1 or 2 engines, and the other engine is fully operational. And so it's just a safer option for us to go to a nearer destination.
The company says the ship has plenty of food and water on board and none of the animals have died. Michael Schultz joins us now. And Michael, good news from the RSPCA.
Yes, we have. As you predicted, Nerelda, Wednesday the cat went home on Thursday. The beautiful black cat that you saw last night during the weather segment is now living with Di in Belmont, who said it was meant to be as soon as she saw her on the telly. Wednesday had 4 kittens in the care of the RSPCA and they have also all been rehomed, so it's been great news for Di and the RSPCA. Maximum today was 21.7 degrees. That was at 6 minutes to 3 this afternoon. The overnight minimum was 7.4 at 8 minutes past 6. And at the moment it's 18.2. The winds are southwesterly at 15 kilometres an hour. The barometer 1,026.8 and rising. And I'll be back with a full report at 5 to 6.
Thanks, Michael. We'll see you then. Ahead in 10 Eyewitness News. Under arrest, a Northern Ireland politician questioned over a woman's murder more than 40 years ago. And new information reports that Peaches Geldof died from a heroin overdose.
Has your mom always been this smothering?
She's in my driver's license photo with me, so...
In 2 mother-loving new episodes.
Let's just get out of here.
You'll never guess what Mrs. Miller's done this time.
Hit me into a beanbag, quick!
Brand new Millers, 7 o'clock Sunday on 10.
There are those who promise to be good. And those who promise to dress up too. And those who promise to be careful. Wouldn't it be better if we all kept our promises? With our unlimited hire car option, we'll keep you moving after an accident. RAC Insurance. We promise to do the right thing by you.
Man and machine. Quite the pair indeed. Man-made to be man-sized and man-handled. But over time, things got smaller and smaller until man was left with teeny tiny tech. No more, my man. The all-new Sportsbet app for iPad is your man-sized solution. Sportsbet. Bigger, better betting.
The Doorbuster Door Sale is on this weekend at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save up to 50% this weekend only at the Doors Plus 4-day Doorbuster Sale. Ends Monday. Visit a Doors Plus showroom today. Doors Plus, no fuss.
With over $1 million of prizes at BP, about the only thing you can't win is Clarkie. Scratch and win instantly.
Introducing a new world of Lipton Pyramid Tea. With more space to release the great refreshing taste of delicious real fruit pieces for aromatic tea infusions. And a hint of the exotic for our specialty blends. New Lipton Pyramid Teas. Can you resist the pyramid taste?
Hi, I'm John from the Helena Valley Lifestyle Village. Like a tree change lifestyle, this community will have grand club rooms, heated pool, bowling green, family centre and a rooftop bar overlooking the picturesque Helena Valley. We've already sold out stages 1 and 2, but you can still save up to $15,000 in stage 3. Inspect our 12 beautiful display homes at our open day this Sunday. It starts at 9 a.m, but please stay for lunch.
The amazing new Samsung Galaxy S5 has landed, so now's the time to power it up with an Optus My Plan. You'll get a massive 1.5 gig of data to use every month, and you can play on and on and on with no hefty excess fees. Plus the power of a network that covers 98.5% of Australia's population, all on an Optus My Plan. So to play more on your new Samsung Galaxy S5, power it up with an Optus My Plan today.
This is the best cooking in all of the series MasterChef.
MasterChef Australia. Premieres 7:30 Monday on 10.
Northern Ireland's dark past has reared its head again with the arrest of Republican leader Gerry Adams. He's being questioned over the 1972 murder of a Belfast widow. Ben Lewis reports.
He's one of the most prominent figures in Northern Ireland, Gerry Adams, leader of Sinn Féin, the political wing of the IRA. Now he's been arrested over one of the most callous killings of the region's troubles. Jean McConville vanished in 1972. During the decades of violence, she became another one of the infamous disappeared. Falsely accused by the IRA of being a British spy, the single mother of 10 was abducted, murdered and buried. Her body was only discovered in 2003. To some, he's the face of a terrorist organisation. To others, a politician, instrumental for peace. But 44 years on from Mrs McConville's murder, Gerry Adams handed himself over voluntarily to police.
I will tell the PSNI that I'm innocent totally of any part in the abduction, the killing or the burial of Jean McConville.
Interviews conducted by university researchers in America with key Republican figures were recently obtained by investigators, despite being conducted on the condition they would only be released after the deaths of those interviewed. The 65-year-old has always denied holding an official position with the paramilitary group, despite claims he was a commander for decades.
I do not dissociate myself from the IRA, and I never will.
No charges have been laid against Mr Adams, and the interview has long been expected.
And I do have concerns in the middle of an election about the timing.
But in a region where divisions run deep and peace is fragile, there are fears about the implications this arrest will have on the very much ongoing process. Ben Lewis, 10 Eyewitness News.
The White House has slammed a botched execution carried out in the state of Oklahoma. Prisoner Clayton Lockett took more than 40 excruciating minutes to die, eventually succumbing to a heart attack after a new cocktail of lethal injection drugs failed to work properly.
We have a fundamental standard in this country that even when the death penalty is justified, it must be carried out humanely. And I think everyone would recognize that this case fell short of that standard.
Oklahoma's governor has promised a full inquiry but said executions will continue. An inquest into the death of Peaches Geldof is expected to be told the 25-year-old died from a heroin overdose. Detailed toxicology tests were ordered after a post-mortem examination proved inconclusive. It's understood police didn't find any illegal drugs in her house, raising suspicions someone removed them before they arrived. Heart disease is our biggest killer, but the way we treat it could be set for a radical change. A world-first collaboration using stem cells shows heart tissue can be artificially grown, putting an end to transplants. Ellie Southwood explains.
I love you so much.
Pepe Pa and his wife know after 7 years of chronic heart failure, there's not long left.
I am ready for going.
He's in hospital every few weeks, struggling for breath.
I feel so sorry for seeing him like this.
For Pepe, there is no cure, but one day there might be, thanks to the research of James Chong.
I think this is a significant breakthrough.
Together with scientists in the US, Dr. Chong has successfully grown human heart tissue from stem cells, then used them to repair the heart of a monkey who'd suffered a heart attack. When he injected the new cells into the damaged heart, they started beating in time with the larger heart muscle.
We were able to show this transplanted human heart muscle works together with the failing heart.
To give you an idea, this is what damaged heart tissue looks like. It's rigid, which means the heart can't contract and pump blood around the body. And this is what healthy heart tissue looks like. It's more elastic. And this study showed if you put this healthy tissue inside this tissue, the good stuff takes over and the damaged heart starts beating better. Ultimately, it means if you can grow heart muscle, whole hearts won't need to be replaced, which could make transplants a thing of the past.
That is so amazing. To me, if it doesn't work, to my husband. And I hope it will work for anyone else.
Human trials are still a few years away. Ellie Southwood, 10 Eyewitness News.
Gossie's with us now for Super AFL Thursday and got some big derby news.
Doesn't get any bigger, Narelda. Keep watching. Yes, the Dockers and the Eagles have made some very big changes before Sunday's crucial clash. The very latest, next. Also, a couple of Derby old boys agree. They both believe the same player holds the key to victory. Who do you think it is? The answer shortly. And a tough night in golf.
Their talent, world class. The competition, fierce. Tonight, the grand final is here. Spectacular routines, big name guests, and one dancer will be crowned this year's champion. The live grand final tonight.
Double your bonus on selected models at the Harvey Norman Coffee Expo. 4 days only. Get a new coffee machine and double the manufacturer's bonus on selected models. Up to $600 in bonuses available. Nespresso coffee machines from just $1.99. Plus $60 supplier cashback. Plus an additional $60 FPOS card. That's double your bonus. Harvey Norman, the best range of automatic, manual and capsule coffee machines. Double your bonus on selected models. Ends this weekend. Hurry!
You can have confidence in me.
Awesome new phone meets double data. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S5 on a $60 plan. That's a huge 3 gigabytes on Vodafone's lightning fast 4G network. Live more internet. Vodafone.
Love Domino's great voucher deals but can't keep track of them? Our new Offers app loads all our best deals into your pocket. Like Supreme from just $4.95. Only on Domino's Offers app. All our best deals are always in your pocket. Download now at the App Store or Google Play.
Our first priority at PharmaSave is your family's health and happiness. Check out these savings. Help improve the appearance of scars, stretch marks and uneven skin tone with bio oil. Save $4.56 on 60 mils. Ostelin Vitamin D helps maintain strong bones. 250 capsules save $23. Pain Away Arthritis Spray or Pain Away Arthritis Cream for the temporary relief of mild arthritic pain. Now $13.69 each at PharmaSave. I get care, value and service.
Murray! See this?
I wish I'd thought of that.
Claire, come here.
I wish I'd thought of that.
People, gather round. This is Beamly. Follow and interact with your favorite TV shows and stars. Connect with awesome people. It's a social network for TV, Bob.
Get more from the TV you love. Beamly. Download free.
For a delicious pasta Alfredo, we balance the creaminess of real cheddar cheese with a hint of garlic, oregano and parsley. Continental Alfredo with garlic and herbs. Made from scratch, so you don't have to.
Take out Bupa Family Health Cover and your kids receive gap-free general dental, physio and optical until they're 25. To find out why so many families have chosen Bupa, call 134135 and find a healthier you.
Big night, eh?
No. Big day. Got a mountain of work, massive prezzo, lifts will be out, sales reports, quick gym, dinner with the in-laws.
Big days start with Barocca.
Sports drink, fruit drink, energy drink or soft drink. The sugar in any sugary drink is sugar your body doesn't need, so it gets turned into fat, including toxic fat, which can lead to cancer, type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Breaking a sugary drinks habit won't just reduce fat around your waist, it will reduce toxic fat around your vital organs.
The best home cooks Australia has ever seen. MasterChef. Premiere 7:30 Monday.
Welcome to Sport, everyone, on Super AFL Thursday. And the Fremantle Dockers are raging favourites to continue their derby domination of the Eagles on Sunday and have regained a couple of stars to their 25-man squad. After serving an untimely one-match suspension, Hayden Ballantyne returns and they've gone with Michael Barlow back from a knee injury. The ongoing waiting game continues, though, for Anthony Morabito. Now, Matt De Boer was subbed out last week and now he's out of the team altogether, missing from Freo's lineup for the first time since the finals of 2012. Now, Shannon Hearn is a welcome return for the West Coast Eagles. Darren Glass is back to lead the team. Butler and Tunbridge, the other inclusions. Dom Sheed has been dropped. Scotty Selwood says there's so much at stake this weekend.
The way we're both going at the moment, we're both fighting for a final spot and we're both looking for some really good form. So in terms of challenges, it's a great challenge for us to try and get back up there and play good footy and beat a really quality team. And we really admire the way they go about it. And I think it's going to be a really, really great game to watch.
They're pretty brutal affairs, aren't they? Do you seem to have a sore body after them a little bit more?
They can be very intense. Both teams we both We think we've got a very good defensive game. We think they've got a great defensive game. So I think it's just the nature of the way the teams play that you do find that it can be a brutal game. You definitely notice that they come to play every week. You watch them on TV and you see how impressive they are with their forward line pressure each week.
Good on you, Scotty. Big inclusions for both teams, but according to the experts, it's Hayden Ballantyne that will hold the key. Katie Price caught up with a pair of former Derby combatants, Sean McManus and Andrew Embley.
A couple of golden oldies not long past their prime who certainly haven't lost their competitive spirit.
It's the hardest game in the world.
But while the battle lines are drawn, they can agree on one thing, the crucial inclusion of Hayden Ballantyne.
Well, he's the kind of player, when he plays well, Freo really lose. You know, he's almost the barometer of their team, and he's maybe the spark that Fremantle need.
The team's been really focused on getting the ball to Pav, and if Pav can't mark it, there's been no one on ground to be able to whip it away. With Hayden back into the team this week, I think that'll help a lot.
But it's unlikely to ease the work West Coast put into Pavlich, with Embley urging his former side to double-team the Freo skipper.
Noticed North Melbourne doing last week was just trying to drop an extra number back, and I think it really worked well for North Melbourne, just trying to get, certainly making 2-on-1s in front of Pavlich, so maybe something West Coast will probably consider this week.
Eric McKenzie might take that leading role, but don't underestimate the influence of Darren Glass.
Just experience, leadership and just his direction. I know the players around him just sort of grow an extra leg when he's around there.
And at the other end, the Eagles need to slot a cheap goal early or risk another case of last week's yips.
If the first couple of people who take shots for goal miss, then the pressure keeps adding up along the journey. And it's easy to say to people, just go about your routine, but you start to feel the weight of other people's misses.
It's not just another game, is it?
No, I enjoyed every bit of playing against West Coast. I remember standing in the race and you start feeling nervous. You know there's expectations from both supporter groups. I feel the pressure a little bit because you know it's a big game.
And the rivalry doesn't end in retirement.
No!
Katie Price, 10 Eyewitness News.
Good on you, boys. Cats and Tigers. Geelong hoping to bounce back after their first loss of the season to Port Adelaide. Richmond struggling big time. Geelong have regained ruckman Dawson Simpson after being a late withdrawal because of an ankle injury. Now, Stephen Motlop will play his first game for a long time after an injury-troubled start. And Jed Bewes could debut. He's the son of Geelong great Andrew Bewes. Have a look at the ins for the underdogs. Richmond, Deledio, Rance and Vickery, a welcome trio. The axe falls on Griffiths, Grimes and Arnott. Coach Damien Hardwick confident his team won't roll over against the premiership favourites.
I think as a player and as a coaching group, we always like to play the good sides. You know, you always give yourself a chance and you just want to go out and play your best game of footy that you can. And we know when we get our game up and going, we're capable of beating anyone. We, unfortunately, this year haven't shown that, you know, really at any stage. There's been stages throughout games, 2 or 3 quarters have been okay, but 1 quarter's let us down, and that's been the disappointing thing from our form point of view. So we're looking to eradicate those mistakes that are letting sides back in the game, but more importantly, take the game, as we know we can, by the scruff of the neck and get our good game up and going.
Stay with us. Plenty more of Super AFL Thursday on the way, including the remaining team changes for round 7 and Katie and Lockie with their all-important tips. Also, Mick Malthouse tries to use some good old-fashioned diversion tactics ahead of the Carlton clash with Collingwood. And after 33 jumps and 5.5 kilometres, the finish came down to this.
Got an odd job you can't fix? It's Barry to the rescue. He'll show you how, and it could save you thousands.
Wow!
Plus, the delicious brekkie tree that uses an entire orange.
Everything.
The Living Room, 7:30 Friday on 10.
Today, I'm showing a store shopper what it's like to shop with Woolworths Online. While you relax, a personal shopper fills your order to your specifications. All our specials are available, and ingredients to Jamie Oliver's recipes can be added directly to your list. Plus, you can track your order to make sure you're available when your delivery arrives. So save time and shop online.
We all love the internet, and we don't want to leave it at home. We want to take it with us. We want to learn cake decorating on a train. Sometimes. We want to watch the footy highlights at work. And we want a chimpanzee riding a Segway whenever we damn well feel like it. So it's great that Vodafone now covers 96% of all Australians. Oh, and if you find yourself on the other side of the world, Vodafone has that covered too, without it costing you the earth. Discover the new Vodafone.
SIS is everything.
Some things are perfect for sharing. Then there's the KFC $5 box. With chips, potato and gravy, a spicy crunchy hot rod, a crispy strip and a drink. A real mate wouldn't even ask.
Did you know many Australian men and women experience incontinence? I could, and you'd never know. Because I'd wear Depend Real Fit, and you'd never know. Do you want me to prove it? Depend Real Fit is so like real underwear, you won't believe it till you feel it on. It's made from incredible cotton flex fabric and designed for discretion. Believe me, go to depend.com.au for your free sample and take the field test today.
Oh, the days are long, just being in the sun with you. I always know when it's time to come home, but I always know when it's time to come home.
So I was just driving home when it happened.
And I don't want to go into it, but I really needed help.
And I hadn't been in a situation like this before.
And so I needed a lawyer, one I could trust.
And someone close by.
And so I called 1-800 555 777.
Slater and Gordon. Not a problem.
7:30 tonight, it's the So You Think You Can Dance live grand final featuring Jason Derulo and Ed Sheeran. And just 4 days to go till the MasterChef season premiere.
Welcome back. Carlton coach Mick Malthouse is playing protector for favourite son Dale Thomas ahead of tomorrow night's blockbuster with Collingwood, trying to play down his defection to the Blues. Now, Chris Yarran misses with a hamstring injury, replaced by the experienced Andrew Carazzo. Just one change to Carlton. Now, Marley Williams is back after a headline-making couple of months. Dwyer also into the 22. WA pair Tuvi and Fasolo both miss because of injury. Rob Waters previews the clash.
Dale Thomas has avoided the spotlight this week, not wanting any part of making his first game against Collingwood a bigger deal than it already is. And his coach was at his protective best.
Build it up, make it massive, make it the main focus. But you know, how Dale goes and how he doesn't go won't have any bearing on the W or the L at the end of the day.
What is real is the expected reception Thomas will receive from the Magpie Army.
Probably hostile. Do you think that's going to worry me or him or anyone else?
Yeah, I dare say they will. Yeah, we can't control that, but if they're giving it a bit, yeah, I don't mind that.
Thomas is still mates with many of the Collingwood players, but there haven't been too many phone calls this week.
No, we won't target him any more than anyone else. We'll probably target him just as much as anyone else. So it doesn't matter who they are. If they've got the ball and we want the ball, so I'm going to have to get it off him.
Clinton Young trained and is a good chance of lining up. Having avoided jail time, Marley Williams is in line to make an AFL comeback and replace the injured Alex Fazzolo. The Blues have a few in doubt. Chris Yarran took it easy at training and Andrew Carazzo remains problematic. But spirits are high.
I think it's an extraordinary victory, quite frankly, last week. And I mean that.
And he lauded the efforts of his under-the-pump skipper, Mark Murphy.
There comes a turning point in a lot of careers.
Malthouse publicly is playing down the rivalry, not so the Magpies.
It's another game in the sense that you still only get 4 points for the win, but it's a big game and it's a big crowd and it's a big rivalry.
And the fans of both clubs wouldn't have it any other way. Rob Waters, 10 Eyewitness News.
Hawthorn host St Kilda at the MCG Saturday and are expected to make light work of the Saints. Now, it's been a year since Ryan Schoenmakers played in the top flight. Well, that's the pronunciation according to our Dutch floor manager, but Ryan Schoenmakers is who I'm talking about. Billy Hartung is highly regarded, will make his debut. Will Langford has a back complaint and Johnny Simpkins been dropped. Back from New Zealand, changes galore at the Saints. 5 inclusions, and they include talented West Perth youngster Blake Acres, named to debut on a wing. Former Gold Coast son Mav Weller promoted off the rookie list. Billy Longer replaces Hickey in the ruck. Now, Pierce Hanley's got a back injury. He's been replaced by Rowan Buick. Now, at the moment, Jonathan Brown is in the 18, but word is he could be rested against the Swans. who will go in without Buddy Franklin. He has succumbed to his knee problem. LRT's been dropped. Sam Reid, a key inclusion along with Brandon Jack. Now, the Suns are in the 8, but they'll need to be at their very best to beat North Melbourne. Charlie Dixon returns along with WA's Harley Bennell to play his first game for 2014. No outs for North at this point, but Scott Thompson will play. Sam Wright and Ben Jacobs added to the 25-man squad. Captain Andrew Swallow must wait another week before he leads the Kangaroos. Michelle Trewartha reports.
The skipper wants in, but Brad Scott says no.
As great as the temptation is to try and get him in before the bye, we'll probably go with pretty close to the 22 that got the job done over in Perth.
Scott Thompson is back from suspension, while Daniel Wells is unlikely after light duties on the track today.
I can guarantee you if he's playing, he'll be 100%, because if he's any less than that, it's not fair to Wellsy, it's not fair to the team, and we'll be playing guys who are fit and ready to play.
Gary Ablett was instrumental in the Suns' win over the Roos last year, but Scott believes the dual Brownlow medalist isn't the only cause for concern.
But I think if you start thinking too much about Gary, you forget about O'Meara and Swallow and Prestia and Richatelli, and they're building a really good midfield now.
Ted Richards is preparing to take down old foe Jonathan Brown.
We've played on each other a fair bit over the years, and I know fully aware of what he's capable and how important he is to their team.
Sydney insists the Lions are anything but the league's easy beats, despite what their ladder position suggests.
It's not like they've had easy games so far in the year, so even the games that they've lost, they've played pretty good footy.
Coming off last week's disappointing loss to Brisbane, the Saints now face the ultimate test against the reigning premiers.
I'd be surprised if we didn't respond in a really positive way in terms of our energy and our effort, particularly early in the game against the Hawks.
Two-time best and fairest winner Sam Fisher is still no closer to a return.
The reality is that he's a really important player, but we just can't afford to, he's missed too much footy now, so he'll play in the VFL.
Michelle Trewartha, 10 Eyewitness News.
Doesn't happen very often, but Melbourne and the Crows have both named unchanged lineups ahead of their clash at the Adelaide Oval. But the Bombers are keen to rest their slide. Now, Goddard's back after missing a fortnight with a groin issue. Heath Hocking, a key inclusion, toughens things up. Hardingham's been dropped. Gleeson rested due to soreness. Veteran Daniel Gian Syracuse are one of 4 players dropped by the Doggies. Campbell, Young and Jong sent packing. Dale Thomas, a key inclusion. Bontempelli, Williams and WA's Johannesson are in. Apart from Josh Hunt, who goes out with a knee complaint, the axe has fallen on 4 Giants, including Tom Boyd. The 5 replacements are solid. Reece Palmer will play his first game since round 1. Dylan Shield, Bunting, Green and Josh Kelly are back. Port will be winning, and they've made just the one change. Angus Momfries for Sam Gray, Matthew Lobe to play his 50th game. Katie and Lockie are hoping they can bounce back in the tipping after another tricky round last week. And for the second week in a row, they agree right down the page. Collingwood to beat Carlton, Hawthorn and Port Adelaide to keep on winning. The Crows to make it 4 wins in a row. Sydney, Essendon, North Melbourne and Geelong all winners. And they've tipped Freo to reign supreme in the Derby. To other sport, in just over a year since being labelled the worst Australian team ever, Michael Clark is basking in its newfound status as the world's best. But even the skipper concedes he has no idea how the ranking systems work. Roger Aldridge has the story.
Number 1 with a bullet. Little over a year after it slipped to 5th, Australia is on top of the Test rankings, 5 years since it lost top billing.
For me personally, as captain of this team through the last couple of years, what we've been through, I don't think I've had a more satisfying day or feeling in my career.
Australia's reign could be short-lived, with second-placed South Africa to play Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe in the coming months. Will likely lose their number 1 status without playing a match.
I'm not sure how the rankings. I'm not sure how they work. No.
Chris Rogers has played a key role in the rankings rise and overnight played a masterful knock for Middlesex. His unbeaten 241 has been labelled one of the best county innings ever as his side chased down 472 against Yorkshire with 7 wickets to spare.
No one chases 470 really, so. To do it 3 down, I mean, that's amazing.
David Warner continued his fine IPL form with a blistering 65, but it wasn't just the opposition in the firing line.
Oh dear!
Kumar Dharmasena sure to have a bruised shoulder after this blow. Warner in a far more loving mood toward Kyron Pollard, but the West Indian wasn't interested in being the object of the opener's affection. Roger Aldridge, 10 Eyewitness News.
The front first through Fernando Torres before the Spaniards struck back. Former Socceroo Mark Schwarzer had no chance of stopping a second-half penalty. Atletico booking their place to... Kiwi chaser Chaparro has stormed home to win the time-honoured Warrnambool Grand Annual Steeplechase. All 7 starters survived the marathon 33 steeple 5.5 kilometre race, which came down to a 2-horse duel between Chaparro and pre-race favourite Palmiro.
Palmiro, Chaparro's coming at 100 miles an hour. Chaparro for the Grand Annual. Chaparro for Paddy Payne.
Give that man a strepsil. In the Warrnambool Cup, Axar strode home to win by 6 lengths, delivering local trainer Darren Weir the Trainer's Prize, which is a brand new Mercedes. Coast Eagles and Fremantle Dockers ahead of the Derby. That's not real, that wrestling stuff, just in case.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, thanks. Chauncey's back with the forecast next.
Hugh Jackman's
I never knew.
No, I know.
I never knew.
Hugh Jackman.
A gripping new episode of SVU, 9 o'clock tonight on 10. Join TV's funniest families for 10 Super Comedy Sunday.
The horses racing.
Yeah.
With 2 brand new episodes of Modern Family and 2 brand new episodes of The Millers. What? It all starts 6:30 Sunday on 10.
Max Cunningham is like hundreds of thousands of small business owners we insure at CGU. Too busy to celebrate their success. So we surprised Max and invited him to a show, completely unaware that he was the star. After all he's done to see it through, we thought he deserved to see it for himself. See Max's full story online.
At OPSM, we have a range of frames as diverse as the people who wear them. Find a frame to suit you at a price that suits you. Come explore our great range of Ray-Ban frames from just $199. OPSM loves eyes.
The smart motion-activated Glade Sense and Spray. Nice. Designed to spray fragrance only when someone's in the room. Glade Sense and Spray, the smart choice of air freshener.
Hi, it's me again, but I have to tell you about this amazing place. This village is going to be a standout. Amazing facilities, beautiful homes. It will surprise you. Make sure you come to our open day this Sunday from 9 a.m. and stay for lunch.
Man and machine. Quite the pair indeed. Man made to be man-sized and man-handled. But over time, things got smaller and smaller until man was left with teeny tiny tech. No more, my man. The all-new Sportsbet app for iPad is your man-sized solution. Sportsbet. Bigger, better betting.
MasterChef Australia premieres in 4 days. 6 p.m. weeknights have just got a whole lot more modern.
Oh my God. TV's funniest family, weeknights at 6.
The comedy everyone will be rushing home for.
Modern Family, next on 10.
Tonight, former Queensland Premier Anna Bligh joins us as special co-host.
And phobias, there's a way to beat them. Husey will show you how.
Hello and a very good evening to you. It's a new month and a new set of rainfall figures. 117 millimetres of rain is the average for May and it happens over about 12 days. 22.6 is the maximum generally and the overnight minimum is about 10.6 degrees. Plenty of sunshine today. Here's the sky scan and through the month we average 6.9 hours of sunshine every day with the clear skies overnight. 4 degrees was reported from Gingin this morning, 5 degrees from the airport, from Jandakot and at Dwellingup. The city went down to 7.4. That was at 8 minutes past 6 this morning. The maximum 21.7 at 6 to 3 this afternoon. At the moment, it's heading for 17 degrees. The winds are southwesterly at 19 kilometres an hour. The barometer just on 1,027 hectopascals and still rising, and the relative humidity around 60%. Daytime temperatures cool in the hills. 18 at Carnot today was the lowest in our area. It reached 22 at Gosnells, Guildford and Bullsbrook, and the highest wasn't much more than that. That was up at Lancelin, the 23 degrees. And for the state today, 38 at Wyndham in the far north Kimberley, the highest maximum. 15 was the lowest maximum, shown on the map there at Albany, but also reported from Rocky Gully and Manjimup. And the lowest last night was 2. That was recorded at Yeelirrie. In the West Kimberley, once again, there were some pretty good falls of rain in the 24 hours up until 9 o'clock this morning, particularly to the southeast of Derby. Luma in that area had 67 millimetres and Willair Bridge had a total of 65 millimetres. There were a few light falls along the southern coastline, but nothing exceeded millimetre really before 9 o'clock this morning. So the series of satellite photographs shows a cold front moving along the southern coastline and through the Bight region, but it looks like it's going to amplify more as it heads through southeastern Australia than in our area, and as a result 1.2 millimetres at Ravensthorpe has been the most since 9 this morning. Still a big feed in from the northwest across the Pilbara and the Gascoyne region, mostly producing shade at this stage. Further north, isolated showers and thunderstorms are occurring through the Pilbara and the Kimberley region. On the surface pattern, we have the ridge of high pressure strengthening. The centre of that high is about 1,034 hectopascals. Around it, we're getting some strong winds along the Euclid coast and a very cold change through southeastern Australia. And then there is a strong wind warning north of Jurien Bay all the way around to Curie Bay in the Kimberley for the northern half of the state. The rainfall, scattered showers will continue along the southern coastline. They will just creep into adjacent inland parts for a period tomorrow morning. Isolated showers and thunderstorms will continue in the northeast of the Kimberley, and there is the possibility of some isolated early showers in eastern parts of the Pilbara, but that should clear off by about lunchtime. For the rest of the week, we're going to be under the influence of the high, and as I mentioned last night, our next chance of picking up some showers is going to be later on Sunday. Around the nation now, most cities are expecting very cool conditions. 15 in Adelaide, 14 in Melbourne, 14 also expected in Hobart, and 13 the estimated maximum in Canberra. Those cities all expecting showers, and in the north, Brisbane could pick up a shower or thunderstorm, and Darwin an afternoon shower. On the local waters, east to southeasterly winds of 15 to 20 knots should ease to 10 knots in the morning and then be tending south to southeasterly at 15 to 20 knots late in the afternoon. Seas in the middle of the day around 1 metre, but up to 1 to 1.5 metres later in the day, the swell between 2 and 2.5. High tides under 1.2 metres at 18 minutes past 10 in the morning, and the low tide under 0.7 of a metre at 20 minutes past 8 tomorrow night. Forecast for the city is for a sunny day with light east to southeasterly winds becoming moderate south to southwesterlies in the afternoon, heading down to 6, tomorrow's maximum 21. On Saturday, becoming cloudy, a minimum of 7 and a top of 22. Then the nights will be a little bit warmer, with Sunday a shower or two developing, a top of 22. Monday a shower or two clearing and a top at 19 degrees. After that, it looks like cloudy till next Thursday when we could pick up a shower.
Showers are good.
They are good, Nerilda.
Thanks, Michael. Finally tonight, a plucky piglet unable to use his back legs after he was crushed by his mother has been given a second chance at life. 3-week-old Leon Trotsky has proved he's unstoppable on 2 wheels, using a little cart to help him get around.
He's just so incredibly cute and he wants to live, and that's what we're going to do, give him every chance to live the best possible life he can.
While Leon feels the need for speed now, it's hoped his little bones will one day heal. And that's all from the Perth newsroom for now. Thanks for your company. Good night. What do you think of little Leon?
Wow, I thought he was fabulous.
He is fabulous.